Hey guys, welcome to Investify, where we help you grow your wealth through smart investments. Today, we will discuss the wild world of real estate and the cautionary tale brought to us by none other than the legendary Charlie Munger. Imagine a colossal market crash that even the boldest investors fear. Now picture billionaire investor Charlie Munger with a mischievous twinkle in his eye, sounding the alarm bells. Munger isn't just a fortune teller, he's a player in the game. Before becoming Warren Buffett's trusted sidekick, he dabbled in real estate, and he's still in the game. Now meet Jay Gayavelli, our real estate protagonist. He's a real estate syndicator gathering funds from the wealthy to snap up properties. And here's the kicker. Jay rakes in massive profits without risking his own capital. Talk about a smooth operator. Get ready for the real estate market's ups and downs. We'll laugh, we'll cry, and we might even let out a scream. Together, we'll uncover the mysteries and expose the hidden truths of the real estate world. Are you prepared? Brace yourself for some jaw-dropping revelations, a touch of humor, and a whole lot of oh no he didn't moments. So buckle up and let's get this real estate roller coaster rolling. Billionaire investor Charlie Munger has issued a dire warning about the US real estate market. As a former real estate investor himself, Munger's insights carry weight. He recently expressed concerns during an interview with the Financial Times, stating that the effects will extend beyond real estate, impacting the entire economy. The Wall Street Journal investigated a real estate syndicator named Jay Gayavelli, highlighting the ripple effects of the market's current state. Real estate investors and aspiring investors, beware. The turbulent world of commercial property is teetering on the edge of a financial precipice, and the consequences could be catastrophic. Enter the story of Jay Gayavelli. Last year, Gayavelli's company owned over $500 million worth of apartment buildings, comprising more than 7,000 units, making him one of Houston's largest landlords. Houston, the fourth largest city in the U.S. Gayavelli's investment strategy seems simple: gather funds from investors and borrow money from a bank to acquire distressed properties. These properties had vacant units and needed renovations to raise rental rates. However, there was a major issue: rising interest rates. Unlike traditional mortgages, Gayavelli used bridge loans to acquire the apartment buildings. These loans have a floating interest rate that fluctuates with the market. This exposes real estate syndicators like Gayavelli to financial risk when interest rates rise. Let's consider some numbers. Suppose Gayavelli takes out a $30 million bridge loan at a 2% interest rate. He would pay $600,000 per year in interest. But if the interest rate increases to 8%, the annual interest expense quadruples to $2.4 million. Relying on bridge loans with floating interest rates puts real estate syndicators at risk. Gayavelli's story is fortunate, as 4 of his apartment complexes, totaling 3,000 units, fell into foreclosure, resulting in a complete loss for the stakeholders. This is one of the biggest failures in commercial real estate since the Great Financial Crisis. Gayavelli is not alone. Many real estate entrepreneurs known as syndicators face similar pressures and struggle to afford their properties. Defaults may become more common, according to Charlie Munger. He believes there's a lot of trouble in real estate market. Banks will also face challenges. Munger mentioned that banks carry many bad commercial property loans. Large banks have reduced their lending to the real estate sector, leaving smaller lenders to take on most of the lending. As a result, these smaller lenders will bear the consequences when properties face foreclosure. Banks lend money to individuals and businesses aiming to make a profit from the interest rate difference. However, smaller lenders are at risk of financial losses due to the distressed properties and potential defaults. When a real estate project fails, the bank bears the loss. The capital stack determines who gets prepaid first in case of bankruptcy or foreclosure. Those at the bottom, like banks, have lower risk, while those at the top, the equity investors, face higher risk. Interest rates were low, encouraging borrowers to take on more debt. But when risk increased, lower positions on the capital stack face greater potential losses. Using an example of buying a house, the bank's position is senior to the equity investor's position. If issues arise, the bank must be prepaid before the equity investor receives any proceeds. In summary, the capital stack represents the hierarchy of funding sources in a transaction, with banks having less risk and equity investors facing more risk and requiring higher returns. Imagine a scenario where the real estate market crashes and a house originally bought for $100,000 is now worth just $50,000. The bank would face a substantial loss of $30,000, which becomes a major issue in commercial real estate. Now consider the impact if it were a $30 million loss on a large property. This can affect regional and community banks, which dominate the real estate lending market. When banks suffer losses, their ability to lend money diminishes, impacting small businesses seeking loans for expansion. For example, a local pizza shop owner wanting to open a second location may face difficulties obtaining a loan. This hinders job creation, limits economic activity, and affects suppliers and contractors who would have benefited from the expansion. The consequences of banks losing money in the real estate market extend beyond Wall Street, primarily impacting community banks. Their struggles in lending can impede small business growth and slow down economic development in the regions they serve. In conclusion, Charlie Munger's warnings about the real estate market presents a stark reminder of the potential consequences of risky practices and financial losses. The interconnectedness of banks, real estate, and small businesses highlights the ripple effects that can occur when the market crashes. But let's not dwell on the doom and gloom for too long. After all, humor can be found even in the most challenging situations. So here's a lighthearted question for you. Did you hear about the real estate developer who tried to sell a haunted house? Unfortunately, they couldn't find any buyers because the ghosts kept raising the interest rates. All jokes aside, the real estate crash of a generation is a serious matter with far-reaching implications. It serves as a reminder to exercise caution and prudence in the financial world. As investors and participants in the economy, we must remain vigilant and learn from the mistakes of the past. So, what lessons can we take away from this? How can we ensure that the mistakes of the real estate market are not repeated? It's up to us to ponder these questions, seek knowledge, and make informed decisions to navigate the ever-changing landscape of the real estate industry. Remember, in every challenge lies an opportunity for growth and improvement. Let's learn from the past, adapt to the present, and shape a more resilient future for the real estate market and the economy as a whole. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and ring that notification bell for more updates here on Investify.